being really tired by the time I was done, so I just decided to omit the filming last night. So instead, I am filming this morning. I am on my way back home from Walmart. I had to put money on my card because I got a whole bunch of tips yesterday, and I wanted to put those on my card because I have a mobile bank and they don't allow mobile deposits for anything except for checks. On top of that, I might not be able to write in the afternoons because my boss, the laundromat, just switched ownership like last month, and she just bought new stools for the front office, which is where I stay most of the time, and they're much shorter than the counter. They're much shorter than how they used to be. So it might make writing a bit difficult. Since Word, which is the program I use, likes to repeat some letters if I'm not using a Bluetooth keyboard or something. So the new stools might make writing just a tad bit difficult. But I am steadily going above and beyond my landmark goals. I'm at just above 2,600 words above my landmark goal, so I was supposed to be at like 2,903. I am now 5,601. That's where I'm at right now. Last night also, I managed to write down my goal, or like my date to finish goal, and it said July 16th. So that's where I am at. It might be a little bit earlier, but I am now taking my time with my writing, considering my daily goals are shrinking every day. And because they're shrinking, it is much easier for me to get said daily goal. So it's not really that difficult for me to manage at this point, considering I've knocked it out of the park within the first 2 days of Nano. But yeah, I am so far ahead of my goal that I can just take my time and just chill. I'm still gonna write and try and make my goal, but I'm not gonna get up to the 2,000s as far as like a final word count for each day. I didn't even make 2,000 words within the first couple days. Like per day, I didn't make 2,000 words. So that's basically what I'm planning on, but I'm also not planning on getting up to 1,000. I can try, but it's not a priority. That's basically what it is. I have not checked the Nano site yet today, so I will be sure to check that and to see where I'm at in terms of the daily goal. I'll see where it has shrunk to, basically. Last night it was up to 487. It's gonna be much shorter than that, but we shall see where it lands. Good afternoon, guys. Today is technically the next day. Today is now the 7th of July, and I had a really good writing day yesterday. I ended up getting to 2,396 words by the end of the day, and I just decided to leave it at that. I was probably gonna write later, but I had to edit a previous clip. I know I said I wouldn't get or try to get to 1,000 words, and then I turn around and get 2,300, almost 2,400 words last night. So I think I'm just gonna do what feels right for the day, which is probably the most words that I can probably get that day. I'm still not gonna force myself to write if I make my word count and then I'm not in the writing mood anymore. I'm not gonna force myself. With me getting up to 2,000 words last night, that put me at 7,997 total words for the month, which means I'm pretty much on day 14's nano goal, and that also means I'll be finishing on the 14th. So my landmark goal ended up being 3,484 because I am at basically 3 words short of 8,000. That puts me at 4,513. So I'm doing really well for myself already, and it's only day 7. I have not written yet today. I might update later tonight, but we'll see. Probably not. Since it's a Friday, it's usually the day before the weekend, which means I'll usually be a tad bit busier at work, but we'll see. I am also doing slightly littler things when it comes to self-care. I am making myself breakfast every day, even though it's just cereal. I'm still eating, so I'm at least putting something in my belly. And I'm also trying a new thing that I saw somewhere, but they were doing a dish-free sink type of activity. So I'm trying that out. I had to do dishes recently, and so to keep the sink free of dishes, I am now washing, or I'm rinsing out the dishes right after I use them. So forks, spoons, knives, what have you, the bowls, the plates, they're all getting rinsed off, washed, and they are stuck into the dishwasher. Dishes for me have always been a kind of an issue, especially with overloading the sink, and it's just been really difficult, especially once the sink gets crowded. I tend to get overwhelmed with the dishes, so I'll just lightly rinse them and just shove them into the dishwasher to get it over with. And before I found out that the dishwasher was a portable dishwasher and that I had to hook it up to the sink in order to use it, I was hand washing the dishes all the time, and I would have to use the Dawn dish soap that I use in order to get the dishes done. And so it would take me like a couple of hours because I would fill up one side of the sink and then let them soak, because I would do dishes like once a week, and once a week of dishes, it can get pretty crowded. So I was often stuck having to do all these dishes, and it would take a couple of hours. It would take most of my day just to do the dishes, and it was really frustrating. And now I'm able to use my dishwasher. I'm not just using it for storage anymore now that I have a lot more dishes to do. Keeping a dish-free sink has actually been working out really well. My sink is still pretty much empty. My empty sink is my colander right next there because I used it for ramen. I made myself ramen last night instead of eating the normal like instant microwavable chicken nuggets like I usually do, which that all the time isn't necessarily healthy. Granted, instant ramen isn't really healthy either, but I'm at least putting something into my body before I even go to bed. There are a lot of things though that are still kind of difficult for me to manage, but I'm taking baby steps when it comes to my self-care. You know, one thing at a time, get one thing to a manageable position, and then add to it as I go along. And they're little things, they are manageable things in of itself, but with me and how I am, habits, they're not exactly easy to build up. As far as my living space goes, though, I am slowly decluttering things every day. I'm just getting rid of the little stuff. I'm putting some stuff away and, you know, keeping some stuff that I do want out, but it's still kind of a mess. But as is with my self-care, it's becoming a bit more manageable. So, with that being said, self-care is going really well this month. Just little baby steps, and I'm congratulating myself on all of that. And then my writing goals are also going really well this month. My TikTok's doing really well. I'm still trying to figure out what to do as far as Instagram goes, as well as Twitter. But, like I said, baby steps. I'm taking baby steps this time and making everything a bit more manageable to where I can truly succeed by the end of this month.